Good morning, Mario, and good morning, Switch fans. Hope you're all having a fantastic day so far, and if you're not, well, I'm here to hopefully make you feel a little bit better, because we got a really exciting show packed with interesting stories, including a big brand new Nintendo Switch game getting banned, almost globally, and it's really weird and really rare, so I want to dive into that one and how it will affect you and your ability to pick this up. Plus, the Pokemon Company and Nintendo dropped the most insane trailer I've ever seen. It is a horror Pokemon video, and it's just so unsettling. We gotta talk about it. And Sakurai and Smash Bros. Come to a bittersweet end with Sora finally debuting, and it sucks, but it's also sweet, and I wanna just kind of fill you in. So what's going on, everybody? It's Zach from SwitchForce. Love you guys so much. Make sure to smash that like button if you enjoy the videos, and let me know your take on today's topics in the comments down below. Now let's not mess around. We gotta start with horror Pokemon, because that just sounds insane. And oh my gosh, it is. I woke up this morning to a new trailer for Pokemon Legends Arceus. And instead of kind of like the old-timey vibes and the infographics, I got Blair Witch Project meets Hisuian region. This is a found footage, shaky cam, staticky video for over 2 minutes of an explorer bumbling his way through the Hisuian region and the snow and stumbling upon something very deadly? All right, so this seems like something straight out of the Resident Evil franchise and is not fitting with Pokemon at all, but I kind of freaking love it. And I think we should all golf clap for Pokemon Company and Nintendo being ballsy and creative and doing something totally weird. In the video, this explorer is using like a Nokia snake phone to film the Hisuian region. You can't really see much of anything, but you do know he stumbles into some snow runs, he's climbing a snowy mountain, and he thinks he sees a Growlithe, or a Vulpix. But then he says it has a red tipped tail, so people thought maybe it was a Hisuian Growlithe, but no, Hisuian Growlithe has a white tipped tail, so he's clearly stumbling upon a brand new Pokemon. And the super sleuths of the Pokeverse think this is probably a Hisuian Zorua or Zoroark, which would be freaking sick. Until it makes me sick to my stomach because it sounds like it tramples all over the trainer or explorer. He goes silent and you hear big plodding feet. Now this isn't normally something you'd see in the world of Pokemon, but remember in Pokemon Legends Arceus, the Pokemon can damage the trainers and knock you over. So did this guy die? Did he meet his maker? What the heck happened to the poor explorer with his antiquated Nokia phone and the horrible camera and his inability to hold his hand steady? Did he run into a Hisuian Zorua or Zoroark? Well, we'll find out hopefully soon. I'm guessing there'll be a subsequent trailer that kind of dives deeper into this, or maybe peels back the curtains and the static and the fog and helps us focus in on what exactly went down, this murderous mystery in the horror world of Pokemon. So strange, but I love it. Legends Arceus is creeping ever closer with its January release, and please let me know in the comments down below what you think this dude saw in the video, and if you think it got him. Like, did it eat him? Did it stamp on him? Is it over? Well, sadly, it is over for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Like, I still see people saying, Fighter Pass 3, it could happen. Guys, it's done. Ultimate is the ultimate Smash Bros, and it reached its ultimate conclusion last night with the release of Sora, the Keyblade Master, entering the Mario universe. He is $5.99 by himself, or of course part of Fighter Pack 2. Sakurai posted a bunch of screenshots to basically say, farewell. Now it's really fun to have a Kingdom Hearts character in Super Smash Bros. Sakurai himself says that he'd like to vacation. Thank goodness, another golf clap for the main man. But he's a little worried about leaving his cat behind. He wants to drive around Japan, but he's not sure because of his cat. This man has a heart of solid gold. He sits there and destroys his own health and well-being so that we can have the coolest fighting game in the history of the universe. And then he cares more about his cat than his own need for relaxation. Gosh, this guy needs probably someone to babysit his cat, honestly. I think that's what he really needs. Smash Bros, though, is going to sunset. I don't think there's gonna be anything else released. I think the game is just about perfect as is, save for Waluigi. Although Kingdom Hearts did get an interesting update. Those games are coming to Switch via cloud versions. People weren't too pleased because cloud versions can be difficult for some to access, and we'd obviously prefer a native version. Well, there was an interview where they said, the team at Kingdom Hearts, that they're considering maybe doing a physical native version, but they gotta kind of see your feedback. So if you really want these games on Switch natively, make sure to let Square Enix know. Let them know that you want these games on cartridge. or on eShop, but not cloud version. I don't know. I think it's odd that they said this. So to me, that tells me it's definitely out there. It's an idea. They said it was difficult to get it to work on Switch and they needed to employ the cloud, but maybe they can bring them fully in the future, or maybe on a future Switch. Anyways, let me know in the comments down below if you picked up Sora. How is he? Your new favorite character? A sucky another sword user? I'd love to hear your feedback. And also, if you want to play Kingdom Hearts on the Switch without using the old fluffy stuff up above. Let's dive into the hot tea for the day, which is a big Switch release getting banned. Dying Light Platinum Edition has dropped on Nintendo Switch, and apparently it's a really sick port, making today's story kind of sick. This port runs really well on Switch and surprisingly does a good job of presenting the Dying Light experience in portable play. Digital Foundry noted that it runs between 30 and 60 frames. Sometimes the jumps are a little affecting, but for the most part, it's a really enjoyable experience. 1080p on your TV, 720p on the handheld, and they say portable play is the way to go. It makes things a little harder to notice some of the differences, but in some cases they showed it runs better and looks better than the PS4 version, which is pretty sweet, except if you are anywhere not in the US or Asia, because Dying Light has been banned in Germany. It was banned in 2015 in Germany, and so this version is also banned, which sounds like a pretty localized issue, except that it's not. Apparently Nintendo's eShop is registered in Germany for Europe and Australia and New Zealand, so now the eShop is not allowed to sell Dying Light in Germany, anywhere else in Europe, New Zealand, and Australia. That's a pretty big swath of the globe. It's a lot of countries, a lot of continents, and it really stinks because it seems like this is another one of those like near miracle ports where it's like, holy crap, big open world game running well on Switch and fantastic to take on the go on your new OLED, except you can't if you're not in the US or Asia. Now, I had no idea that a ban in Germany could affect so many countries. It's kind of crazy, isn't it? The fact that they banned it in Germany means that it's blocked so many other places. Now, it's physically banned in Germany. You can pick up a physical edition, apparently, in Europe, Australia, or New Zealand, so it's not like entirely inaccessible, but the eShop is a great way to grab it, and it's odd to see how like one country can have ripple effect implications around the rest of the world. Now, Nintendo Switch has a few other banned titles. I was digging into this and I found it interesting to see that Nintendo banned Super Seducer 1 and 2 from entering the eShop whatsoever. I'm sure you can tell why based on the title. And then Sludge Life saw a ban in some countries. I don't really know why. That was kind of a goofy, weird Devolver Digital game, and it had like trippy, psychedelic, graffiti type art styles, and apparently it was banned in some eShops. Dying Light makes the most sense, I guess, because it is so darn gory, although there are other gory games on the Switch, so I'm not really sure why. It seems like it originates with Dying Light's original ban back in 2015 when the game released. It was qualified on List A in Germany, and that means like it's a big no-go, so it seems like that has just transferred over to today's 2021 launch of the Nintendo Switch version featuring the same game plus all of its DLC. So that's gotta be a shocking revelation if you wake up across the pond or over in the beautiful country of New Zealand and you find yourself unable to download the game that you wanted to get. I'm not sure if there were like pre-orders or how that would affect that, but it seems like a messy situation and I don't think it will be fixed. I'm sure this is pretty awful for the developer and publisher. I don't know if they knew about it ahead of time or if they just found out or how this went down, but it seems like it kind of came together last minute and then the ban was affected on all of these countries at once. And again, like the port seems really good and Dying Light is a fun game, especially as we prep for Dying Light 2 coming out next year in February, which is the new gaming Christmas, Horizon Forbidden West. You got Elden Ring, you got this game, Dying Light 2, which is, by the way, also hitting Switch. There's a cloud version of Dying Light 2. Don't think that one's gonna get a native version because that game looks insane as far as I've seen it. I did actually get to witness a live demo back at E3 when that was a thing in person. I'm excited to play both of them on Switch, but I'm bummed for those of you that won't have easy access on the eShop. And I wanna know, like, do you think that they should be allowed to ban games on the eShop? I mean, I guess every country has their own rules, their own regulations. It's just weird that it's having such wide impact. And again, you can go get the physical version, so you're not totally out of luck, but it's just such a unique situation and one that surprised the heck out of me and I wanted to discuss because like, what if another game decides to get banned in Germany? What if SMT5 has something that they deem like ooh, inappropriate or paranormal, and then it's banned in Germany, and then it's banned everywhere else. Like, I'm not really familiar with Germany and their laws and regulations and how strict or lenient they are, but Dying Light, like, does have dismemberment. It's also not like the worst, goriest, most violent game in the world, so I hope this doesn't have ripple impact going forward. But yeah, definitely let me know in the comments down below if you're affected by this, if you want to pick up Dying Light on Switch. If you have, how's it running and working for you? The footage I've seen is great. I can't wait to get my hands on it, and I think it'll look super sick on the OLED, like I mentioned before. Well, there's your dish of drama for the day. I hope you guys all are enjoying yourselves. Let's get to our poll, where I poll you, the community, my family, every single evening on the community tab, asking you important questions like, what time zone are you in? Now, I'm gonna have to look over this way based on my setup, but 42% of you are in the EST, and I used to be there with ya, but now I'm not. Now I'm on the PST, all right, which is third place, fourth place, actually. 19% of you are elsewhere. That probably means that you're in Europe or Australia or New Zealand or Germany, or not playing Dying Light on the eShop. 17% of you are in the central time zone. Shout out to Chicago. I used to live in Illinois. I also used to live in Wisconsin, so I get you. And then 16% on the Pacific Coast, those of us out west, and then 6% in Mountain Standard Time, a little slice of Red Rock Heaven in the middle of the United States. Thank you so much for watching, whatever your time zone is. I know it's probably tough to see Good Morning Mario in your evening or in the middle of your night or in your afternoon, but I'm so grateful that you support the show every freaking day, and I want to let you know that it's blowing my mind how much this has grown, and I have you to thank. So I salute you, all of you. This is for you every day. Make sure you're staying safe, staying healthy, staying happy, staying positive out there. I appreciate you so much from my heart. Thank you, and I'll see you again tomorrow on GMM. Until that time though, everybody, SwitchForce out.